I would say there's so much of design discoveries while we are going back into history.
The foundation of this house, that is all about more than 700 years old.
ये क्राफ्ट है ना, हर एक लेडीज के पास कुछ ना कुछ क्राफ्ट रहता है.
Guys! Yes, it's amazing, guys.
Hampi is the most beautiful place in the world.
Just pause and think about it. So guess where we are? We're sitting on top of this boulder. I cannot believe I'm sitting here and enjoying this amazing view with my bestie.
Kumpal has been very bold because the only way we got onto this boulder was after climbing multiple boulders. We've literally trekked our way up.
Because I
And-
planned to be bold today. Bad joke, but yeah.
So between her and me, I think I'm the
wild
stronger,
one.
wild, resilient one, and she's
And
like
I am the more thoughtful.
she thinks she is.
I'm the more mindful one, guys. So anything mindful that you see on this channel or on this page is because of, yours truly.
cut.
So Hampi was the capital of Vijayanagara Empire between the 1300s to the 1500s, and at its peak, it was the most richest and the most powerful yet progressive empire of its times.
And a lot of global travelers from all around Italy and Persia say that, back in time, Hampi was larger than Rome
Wow.
and richer than Lisbon.
Wow.
In 1565, after the Battle of Talikota, the empire fell. The victorious armies entered the city, and for months, Hampi was looted, burned. Temples were damaged, markets destroyed, and what was once a thriving capital slowly turned silent.
Coming back to the beautiful topography of Hampi, it's full of boulders, very rounded ones, no sharp edges. They're just so perfectly shaped.
There's also a myth around this.
Yeah,
So
that
there are a
they-
lot
that they're
of
guardians,
stories.
right?
Yeah,
like they're the
like-
sleeping guardian kind of.
Yeah, like the
animal.
Vanar Sena is sleeping and it'll wake up any moment and it'll start like walking. Or they say like the Vanar Sena is sleeping and all these boulders are basically them.
Truly, God's design.
And I don't find myself talking like this about places that I've been to, but there's something very rooted, powerful, yet, a lot of history, a lot of quiet in the today. And I feel like if somebody needs to learn humility, then I think, they should come to Hampi and see how a fallen empire still walks with dignity.
As you walk through Hampi today, it feels less like visiting ruins and more like stepping into a memory that refuses to disappear.
As you move through the royal enclosure, you begin to understand how carefully planned and interconnected this city once was.
So this is the stone chariot, and this is situated as a part of the Vijay Vithala temple here in Hampi, and also it is a part of the UNESCO heritage site, and it is made up of many granite blocks, and each block is kind of joined with these beautiful carving, joinery details, designs that actually don't show you the joint of the
So
of
these
the
are
granite
decorative
block.
elements
They're like
hiding the joint.
Yeah. So they work as great decorative elements over here.
Wow. Naren, this is actually not just this is right now obviously not a functional chariot, but it's more like a shrine, right? And also a fun fact that this is actually inspired by the Konark Sun Temple from Odisha.
Okay.
And the empire then in the 1500s thought that their own capital should have something architecturally marvelous, and thus they built this. I mean, we in front of this right now looking at ruins, it's just beautiful. It's
I
just
also
like
feel it
super
has like a
beautiful.
little bit of the Dravidian influence. Don't you see
It
that?
does, obviously, because one, it's like us designers when we
Get inspired.
and then we bring in style and then we make it our own with a little bit of the borrowedness.
Yeah.
Also, fun fact that it is actually on our 50 rupee note.
Yes.
It's the most touristy thing I could have done right now, but
But why not?
Why not?
Let's be proud about it and show it that it's a part of the
This
UNESCO World Heritage
this.
Site. And this is our lovely stone chariot.
Beyond these are the long bazaars, which once buzzed with traders, merchants, and travelers from across the world.
Then there are the elephant stables where the royal elephants were housed. Even these structures are designed with such elegance that they feel almost palace-like.
You see places like the Queen's Bath, which was designed not just for bathing, but also as a private royal retreat.
So this monument that you see here is called the Rang Mandap, and this is these miniature figurines over here that kind of shows the dance that used to happen over here back in the day. And you know, whenever water falls, I found this really intricate, beautiful detail. There are these holes created in this design, and when the water drips down, it drips through this and it kind of trickles down. It's so beautiful.
if you see a typical part of any temple architecture, especially in Hampi that I've noted, you have these mini temples around blocking the larger temple. It's quite a unique embellishment to an already embellished structure. Plus, if you look at the stone carvings in these monuments or any structure around, right? Or especially here at the Vijay Vithala temple, you have these water curtains on the projection and you have that hook on the end, which basically is carved out of this large, huge piece of one monolith stone. I mean, imagine that somebody has worked so hard to create that one hook from a large piece of boulder, carved it down, made it so beautiful, and ultimately it's actually going to be used for decoration. So I feel like there's just so much effort gone into something so small. And like how they say, right, God is truly in these smaller details.
Walking through these spaces today, it's easy to imagine how alive this place once was, filled with people, ceremonies, trade, and daily life.
Pura pyara, no masala. It's not as pink.
But I like the fact that it's not pink. Oh my god, this is too large. It's amazing, guys. Yes. Oh. This is amazing.
The food here feels simple and comforting. A Hampi thali is a comforting, wholesome meal. Rice at the center surrounded by lentils, vegetables, spices and a small sweet to end. It's humble, nourishing and deeply local.
Hampi is the kind of place where wandering without a plan feels just right. You walk, you stop, you watch the landscape change.
And somewhere during this wandering, we came across a space that felt different, a place connected to the everyday life of this historic city, the Bhojnalaya.
Back in the day, you know, the common people became a part of the empire's, you know, festival celebrations because they were served their food here in these stone thalis.
It's like an in situ thali.
Yeah, it's actually an in situ thali. So yeah, there's a thali, there's like, you know, glass.
This
holders.
inspires me about BB home. So with that, how you have those pangats where you put banana leaves. So they actually put banana leaves on top, and in the middle, between the two rows, there was water flowing. And this is one of the only or few empires that actually solved their water problem. So from the step well close by, they actually got water into the waterworks and made pipes in terracotta, lined in terracotta, covered with stone, so that the water wouldn't get contaminated, because it also went to the palace, so many places, right, for irrigation. And they were the only people who were actually, one of the only people who were actually able to solve for it. Isn't that amazing? And water actually, ran through these gullies and actually reached the city as well.
The water being in terracotta pipes, I mean,
It also stayed cool.
it stayed cool naturally, and I think we are now doing research about it.
And there are a lot of sustainable architects actually studying the waterworks, water systems of Hampi today as well. I am actually so glad that we're actually doing this and decoding history and realizing that they did this in the 1500s. Just pause and think about it, that somebody actually solved for the water channel problems and then solved it through step wells, waterworks and terracotta pipes.
I would say there's so much of design discoveries while we are going back into history.
And design intelligence in Hampi.
Temples in Hampi are not just places of worship, they are spaces where daily life continues to unfold. Even today, you'll often see pilgrims, locals and visitors all moving through these temple complexes together.
And sometimes, if you're lucky, you'll even meet Lakshmi, the temple elephant, a presence that immediately changes the atmosphere. There's something both playful and sacred about that moment. A quiet reminder that despite being centuries old, these temples are still living spaces.
When you look at banana plants, most of us think only about the fruit. But what many people don't realize is that the plant itself holds something far more interesting. Something that has been used for generations to create textiles and handmade products.
And just outside Hampi, we discovered a place where this traditional craft is still alive.
So cute.
Welcome to Kishkinda, guys.
Welcome to Kishkinda.
This is the process how we are making in banana fiber, and this is actual raw material in banana bark, dried part. Have a look, in touch it, it's very hard, right? And once they soak it in the water, it's getting very softer, and there is two pills were coming. One is a softer part we are not using anymore. Only thicker one we are using for banana fiber. This is called sherba. Raw material, out of it she's making in an.
Okay, she's making it into those ropes.
Yeah, only we are making entire process beginning to until end. We are using only handmade. Yeah,
Feels like jute, Incredible. I can't see the joint.
this is like you can't see.
You can't even see the joint.
Yeah, turning
I think
the
the joint
mat.
also they must be turning.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
she's turning it on the mat and mixing the threads together in a manner that they overlap. So when you actually see this entire rope, you can't really tell where the joint is.
Yeah. After this, they are making in products.
Oh wow.
So they start
Yeah.
using the rope to start weaving it into the plumber.
Yeah.
Start weaving.
Yeah.
And this technique is the crochet technique?
Yeah, crochet technique.
Okay, and then there are these other weaving techniques.
Yeah, we do that also. We do macrame, we do in a weaving, we are doing in crochet. All techniques we are using.
Wow.
Yeah.
घर से आके इधर थोड़ा सीखने के लिए हमको अच्छा लगता है। मेरे को इसमें 17 साल हो गए। 17 साल। कमाई भी होती है, मन भी लगता है, इधर सब दोस्ती भी बनती है, इधर सब लोग रहते ना, अच्छा भी लगता था हमको, खुशी से करके जाते।
पहले नहीं पता था, मम्मी के घर पे थे ना तब नहीं, इधर शादी करके आने के बाद ऐसा बनता है बोल के पता चला, तभी मैं इधर काम पे आई। घर पे ज़्यादा मन नहीं लगता, इधर आने पे बहुत खुशी मिलती ना। इधर 10 बजे के बाद आप सब लोग इधर ही मिलेंगे आपको, गांव में ज़्यादा नहीं रहते।
अब हम लोग खाता बाड़ी को नहीं जा सकते बाहर, ये काम हमारे लिए अच्छा है।
कुछ नया नया सीखने को मिलता है, नए डिज़ाइन हम सोच भी नहीं सकते थे, ऐसे डिज़ाइन भी है इधर। हाँ, मेरे को तो नहीं मालूम था पहले इस पे खाना खाते उससे ये सब बनता है बोल के, इधर आने के बाद पता चला। अभी नेचुरल चीज़ आपको कहीं नहीं मिली, आप लोग सब इधर आओ, शॉपिंग करो।
For many of them, this work is not just about craft, it's about livelihood.
The initiative is supported by the Kishkinda Trust, whose work focuses on preserving heritage while also empowering the local community.
हमारा क्राफ्ट बहुत अच्छा लगता है सबको, सभी सिटी वाले आके, हम आर्टिजन से बहुत खुशी है। नहीं, हम ज़्यादा पढ़ाई नहीं है, ऑफिशियली कुछ काम नहीं है इधर, लेकिन हम ये क्राफ्ट है ना, हर एक लेडीज़ के पास कुछ ना कुछ क्राफ्ट रहता है, लेकिन उनको मालूम नहीं पड़ता। वो ऐसे लेडीज़ को हम लाना, मैडम का साथ बिठाना, उसमें क्या टैलेंट है देख के उसको उसमें आगे बढ़ाना। बाद में उसका बिजनेस खुद करने के लिए भी बहुत सारे लेडीज खुद का बिजनेस भी कर रहे हैं।
Wow. So she has been with me from the day one of my trust adventure, and I call her my right hand. And I think when you're doing such work that I have tried to do, it could never be possible without that one person from the community. And I was very, very lucky. It has been a sort of a support that I cannot explain in words, because I think she was like a magician. You know, like whatever I wish, it just came out of within. And I think even the banana fiber cottage industry, which is a completely new cottage industry, which was it's not a traditional one, we started experimenting together, and it is what it is today.
किशकिंदा ट्रस्ट को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद बोलती हूँ मैं। सारे लेडीज लोग मिलकर हम बहुत खुशी होते हैं। अगर मैडम हमारे इधर नहीं आए तो कोई बाहर नहीं आते थे।
Just hold like this. Just hold like this. Hold like this.
No.
Trust me. Just
No.
I'm doing it now. I'll leave it on you. But trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Once you. Oh my God, he's wagging his tail also.
Guys, this is
See?
my first ever puppy
Your
hole.
moment.
Simran. You know, na, Nureen wanted to be an actress. I'm not joking, guys.
A place with such long and vast history survives only when people actively work to protect it. That curiosity led us to meet someone whose connection to Hampi goes back centuries, a descendant of the Vijayanagara royal lineage.
We should know our history. There is this African proverb, until the lions learn to write their history, the hunt will always glorify the hunter.
Yeah.
So we have to write our history. In 1786, this whole village was destroyed. So after that, one of my grandfathers, he built this. We were actually living in the palace that is right opposite to this house. So when that was destroyed, we moved in here. Our family, we would celebrate all the festivals here, but we would stay in hospital because of education. After I came back from the US, that is when I decided that no, I have to preserve this house and I have to do it the right way. So I've used the traditional method, the lime mortar and stones, what our ancestors used to do. And I've tried to stick to the design also as much as possible. This design, it was found either in this house or the main palace. So when I was there, I was into construction, and in Washington DC, in one particular area where we were constructing, it was a heritage neighborhood and the rules are very strict. You can't construct a new modern looking building. It had to resemble the heritage. They were just 100 years old. For 100 years, the Americans, they had strict rules and they wanted to preserve and all. Whereas we here, we have houses, temples, we can go back 500
years.
easily, 500, even temples, so even 2000 years.
Yeah.
They made me think that I should do something because I can go back 500 years. So we should start preserving, we should start appreciating our history, our heritage and all. So that was the reason I decided whenever I come back to India, I will come back to my village and I will start with my house. So this was my first project. The foundation of this house, that is all about more than 700 years old.
Yes.
Okay. That is all stone.
Intact, yeah.
And then on top of it, it's the pillars like this. It's all woodwork. Even the roof, it is all wood. And on top of it, it's Madras terrace. That's 2 layers of bricks and all. So basically, when the wood was set on fire, it burned down. So everything collapsed. So Hampi, pretty much it must have been like this, the construction. I wanted to retain whatever was there. So even some pieces of wood, if I thought I could reuse, I've reused them here in the house. Even the steps you see, they are not perfect. But for me, this is what my forefathers have used it. So let me keep that. Like, for one thing is for me, I like everything perfection. It has to be perfect. But then some places I've let go. I said, no, this is old. This is heritage. It has to be like this. I said, let me do it properly. And I took 5 years to complete this.
Wow.
And this house lasted 200 years, okay? If now, even if it lasts at least 100 years, you're passing down this to the next generation.
Of course.
I have my vision, I know what I want to do, and this was a statement I wanted to make, because for me, Hampi is the most beautiful place in the world. There are some positive vibrations here. You can't explain, you have to feel it.
I'm Kumpal.
And I'm Noreen. And we're here
Decoding our lives
in design and friendship.